Hello guys, so in today's video we will be discussing with you which bank do you need to bank with in Canada, at the same time how to build a fabulous credit history and how to get your money transferred from your home country to Canada safe and secure way. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to another video. So today's video is going to be about banking system in Canada. We will walk you through with the different types of banks that exist in Canada and also give you tips and tricks of what kind of bank will be good for you and how to start building up your credit. Okay, so why is banking so hard? I mean, is it that hard? No. You can just walk out of your house, go to any of the banks, or phone them and take an appointment, or you can go to their website, chat with them, book a time slot, visit a branch, open a bank account. It is that easy. Yes, it is easy. And generally, as a newcomer, everybody will welcome you and give you a great deal. Great deal means we are not buying anything. Oh yes, we are buying because you are giving all your money to them, one thing. And then they are giving you in return two different types of accounts, which is a check-in account and a saving account. Saving account is free. However, all these mainline banks, which is TD, Scotia, BMO, CIBC, they charge you $10 to $15 a month to give you a check-in account. And check-in account is called the major account here, where all day-to-day transactions happen, where your payroll will come, where you will pay all the bill payments to your service providers from. You will pay your EMIs from that check-in account. And these banks only provide you certain number of withdrawals from the ATM in a month. So, and they charge money for it.
And guys, believe me, when you are living here in Canada, we almost 99% of the time use plastic money, which is using of your debit card or your credit card, whatever would be. But honestly, guys, you will not even realize when you will reach the minimum limit of that transactions over the month, and you will be charged certain fees, which is just not fair to anybody.
Right. So, I mean, to start with, as a newcomer, every bank will give you a 1 year of free service, which is great. You can choose that any of those banks, and then that 1 year will pass so quick.
Exactly.
And at the 13th month of your account, they will start charging you $10 or $15 a month, which to me, I was very mad about. Like when you learn.
Yeah.
So to avoid the fees, there is a way. So you call them, you mainline bank, you ask them why I'm getting charged, and they will be like, oh, you had a promotion for 1 year. Now you will be charged $10 to $15 a month, depending on a bank. And then to get away with the fees, you have to maintain a minimum balance in the account. And to maintain that minimum balance, that can be anywhere from $2,500, $3,000 up to $5,000.
Exactly.
That you can keep that minimum balance and avoid the fees. However, you have to maintain that balance throughout the month. If any one day of the month your balance dips from their minimum balance, they're gonna charge you a fees.
And why do you want to pay those fees? I don't think anybody is allowed to take a single penny from our hard-earned money and fulfill their own policies.
Yeah, because it's not a zero balance account. You have to maintain that minimum balance, right? And then and you might be thinking, why should I keep $5,000 in my check-in account, which I'm not getting any interest on?
Yes.
Why not I invest that money somewhere else and earn something, right? So that's why you might be thinking, are there any other banks that do not charge a monthly fees?
Well, there is. The answer is yes. We do have banks that do not charge the monthly fees or any kind of minimum balance maintenance fees or any kind of limit to your transactions.
So those banks are called online banks. They are internet banks. They do not have a physical presence. Does not mean they're going to run away with your money.
It is very hard to rely on them in the first place when you are new and you don't see their actual office, but they are virtually placed and they are available on just a phone call.
Since they do not have any physical presence, but they are tied to the mainline banks, which means you can visit to their bank which is tied to them and get your stuff done. Anyways, you don't have to visit bank these days.
Exactly.
And sometimes if you want to withdraw cash, you can visit the ATM of the bank they are tied with and get the cash withdrawal from them.
Absolutely.
But in a longer run, keeping the money in these online or internet banks saves you money. It gives you more interest rate on your savings.
So guys, why not do these online banks and then save money and save yourself from the stress of thinking that, oh my God, I have to monitor my balance each day. So guys, online, we are not advocating any banks, but this is our personal experience. If you have that minimum balance option, go ahead with any bank. This is one of the downsides why we like online banks, and we don't like that much the actual regular banks.
So now you must be wondering, what are these banks? Like, what are they named? Can you name some? We can name some of them for you.
So to the online banks that are very popular here in Saskatchewan is Simply Financial. It is Tangerine, Motors.
There is a President Choice Bank as well.
Yes.
So all these banks doesn't have any physical presence. You can go to their website. Their customer service is available 24/7. So suppose I need a bank draft, right? I deal with one of these banks and I need a bank draft. So what I would do is call them. I will tell them I need a bank draft. If I need it right away, they will say, oh, it's a rush request. You can go to the bank we tied with, and you can visit their branch and get your draft from there.
Absolutely. Like Tangerine is tied up with Scotia and Simply Financial is tied with CIBC.
Right.
So you can do everything that actually you need on a day-to-day basis without any hassle.
Plus, they give you higher interest rate, as we mentioned before.
And all features are the same. Be having a checkbook, doing a demand draft, withdrawing money, depositing money, any kind of transaction, having a line of credit, and they have better rates. Let us tell you that. Yeah. So guys, the third kind of banks that also exist but are not very popular are the credit unions. The credit unions are very popular in prairies.
They have physical branches.
Yeah.
You can go to the actual credit union and get your stuff done, whatever you want to do in the bank. But the people living in Toronto might not be aware of those banks because they are very famous, as Neha said, in prairies, which is Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan. Their branches are basically in rural areas.
But at the same time, they are no less than any other big banks or online banks. Their services are more or less the same.
Right.
So guys, this is in a nutshell about different kinds of banks that you would need, and you can decide as per your own need which is more accessible and reliable to you and which bank offers you great service.
So the tip is you can actually start using the mainline banks like TD, BMO, Scotia, RBC or whatever, and keep that account for 12 months, and then from the 13th month onwards, either switch over your funds to the internet banks or maintain a minimum balance.
So guys, you must be wondering that how we can actually start your banking journey with an internet bank when you first land here. The answer is very simple. You need to call on their toll-free numbers and they will walk you through exactly what is needed, and they can open the account online for you for depositing your money that you would have got from your home country. They will make an arrangement with you going into their tied up banks. We feel actually it is very easy by just sitting in your home and then doing all this over the phone or online or chatting, like he said. So this is in nutshell the kind of banks in Canada. Now let's talk about the second topic that we are intending to cover here is how do you actually build a great credit history? Guys, we cannot emphasize enough on this that you need to have a good credit history build up when you first land here, and never let your credit go for a stake.
So to start with, it's very easy. Whichever bank you decide to open your bank account with, you can tell them you are a newcomer and they'll issue you a credit card. The first step is, which most of us might end up taking a wrong decision, is like we can get one credit card and can get an additional credit card for a spouse and start using it. But no. In Canada, it is important for both of you to start your own credit history. So when you are getting a credit card for yourself, make sure you get a credit card for your spouse as well. And that should not be a same account, additional card holder. It should be a different account altogether.
So guys, do not think that, oh, I'm not a credit card person. I don't want a credit card. I will deal with only debit or anything that is through my checking account. Guys, that is a very fair thinking. We are of the same belief. But in order to build your credit history, you need to ensure you have a credit card. do a transaction by either shopping or online or whatever it is, and then pay it off right away.
So yes, you got your credit card and now you start using it. Like Neha said, you might be thinking, why do I need to use a credit card? No, but you start to use the credit card for shopping, restaurants, or go and make a payment on it, like your cell phone payment. All you have to make sure is that whatever transactions you are doing on your credit card are getting paid at the end of the month, so that it starts to build your credit gradually.
Exactly. So guys, credit history is very important. Do not by any chance default any payments or take it for granted by thinking that, oh, I'm just defaulting a parking ticket, or I'm not paying something very nominal amount of cell phone arrears or anything of that sort, because that will screw your credit big time.
Right. Yeah, suppose if you have a parking ticket which you forgot to pay, like your intention was to pay it, but you did not pay, it will stay on your name, on your account for as long as you have not paid, and it will keep on building penalties and interest and everything on top of it. And then government, when you go or file your taxes and you have a refund, you won't be able to get your refund until you clear your parking ticket off.
Exactly.
All these benefits, they are tied together and they are recognized with your social insurance number.
Yes.
And when you buy a vehicle, you will have a license plate that is tied to your driver's license. They can come back to you.
Exactly.
It's good to just keep track of all your bills and pay your bills on time. So after you decided on your bank, you got a credit card, the third most important thing that you might be wondering, we should have discussed it before these two steps, is how to bring your money in here.
Exactly.
Many people ask me about that, and I know that now, living in your home country, you can open up your bank account even before you land here. And there are some, like a Scotia bank, that gives that option. I don't know if other banks do. But you know, guys, and there are certain ways, there are certain websites that can help you transfer money too. If you have friends and relatives, they can help you out as well. But to me, if I would have to give you a suggestion, the best way to bring your money over is, first point is, do not bring everything that you have. Bring in the required amount of funds that you need to show at the port of entry.
Exactly.
And then bring couple $1,000 extra or $5,000 more, but you can actually bring all that money in a form of a draft.
Yes.
And then when you open up a bank account here, you can cash the draft. You can put that draft in deposit that draft in your bank account, and your money will be transferred over. But important point here is, do not have everything in draft. Have in $5,000 or $7,000, up to $5,000 or $7,000 as a cash, because draft will take about 5 to 7 days to credit in your bank account. And when you come here, you will be quarantining, and then when you are out of quarantine and you deposit the check, it's going to take further 7 days to credit. To see all your expenses until you get the funds available in your bank account, you will be relying on your cash. So keep sufficient amount of cash with you, and rest of it can be in a form of a bank draft. So along with the bank draft that you will be bringing in and some liquid cash, you should also consider bringing a credit card, which can be from your home country, from your bank account in your home country, and which is widely accepted all over the world. You will need that credit card to do your online groceries, or order food when you are quarantining, or ordering let's say a SIM card for your phone when you are here. So you can use that credit card to do all those purchases. And then for all the other stuff that you might want to give, like if you decide on the house, you might have to pay for a deposit of a security deposit for your house. So you can use the cash to do that.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, you should consider bringing a credit card with you as well. So yes, this is it. And now we're going to tell you which bank we deal with. We deal with Simply Financial.
Guys, this is nowhere a promotion video. We are just speaking this out of our own experience, that we have been dealing with this bank, and we have been banking with this bank for quite some time now.
And if you have seen our PR story, you might have known that we did not have money. So there was no way we could maintain a minimum balance to avoid the fees. We had a bank account with TD to start with, but they soon started charging us money.
Over a couple months, because we couldn't maintain that balance, and you are not used to looking to your account transactions every day.
So yes, as soon as we got to know about these banks, we moved all our funds to Simply Financial. We started operating from there. Everything we do now is through Simply Financial. And this is again your preference. I'm not telling you to go with the same bank I am banking with.
Yeah.
It is totally your decision. I would just compare all the interest rates, whoever is giving me more interest on my savings and whoever is not charging me unnecessary fees.
Yes.
So yes, this is it. This was all about banking and how to build your credit. And this is all our opinion.
And also, guys, we do not have the entire banking knowledge here. This is what on a daily basis that we have felt, and this is what we have experienced as a normal consumer. But again, it's your choice what you want to deal with and what you narrow down to.
So I hope you like this video and do consider subscribing if you have not. But again, we have a special guest. Oh, here she is.
She's been busy doing lot of things over the weekend, which is one of these. She's building lot of nice bracelets for the entire family.
Yes, and this is what I'm wearing right now.
So guys, if you want to make if you want to place any orders for your bracelets, you got somebody here and which will keep
But
us.
I need to measure your hand first. Subscribe, like, share it with your friends.
And give us lots of love.
Thank you
Take care.
so much
Thank
for
you for watching. Bye.
Bye.